I am Billy King, and I have the pleasure of running the farm that my ancestors left me. I'm second, third generation trying to keep my father's farm alive. We grow Christmas trees. My father, as an FFA project in high school in the early 40s, he had the idea of getting trees from the West Virginia Forestry Department, planted them knowing or wanting to be able to sell them as they grew up. This here goes over I guess is grading, the teacher. Of course he aced it. That was pretty cool. He went to basic training and then got deployed prior to graduating with his class, but he did get his diploma and everything. And went and served Grandpap, and which was his father, and locals took care of the farm while Dad was away. And then when he come back, put a couple trees in the back of an old Willys Jeep that he had, and went down in front of the Brewston Bank. I believe this was in 1947, and sold them on a Friday night. I was 4 or 5 years old. He'd put you out in front of where he was trimming, and he would, you would trim the little ones, the seedlings coming, and he would be trimming the 5-6 foot ones, or you would trim the bottom foot or 2 foot of the tree, and then he would trim the rest. Planting, same way, give you your own bucket, your own mattock, and you would take a row, and pretty simple, where there's a hole, you plant a tree. Memories all through life of doing this. And that, quite frankly, is what keeps you going. Dad, he brought me lunch one afternoon, and a family come dragging a tree out of a patch of forest that he had planted. We had never trimmed a tree in that patch, whatnot, and I see them coming out, and they're laughing, giggling, having a wonderful time. And the closer they got, the more you could see the tree and the sparseness. I was very young, and it was like, Dad, I can't charge these people for this tree. I mean, we've never worked it. We've never done anything to it. How can I tell them they owe us money for this tree? He looked over at me and he said, Shorty, because he called me Shorty. He said, do not insult those people. He said they had this entire farm and as much time as they wanted to go over every inch of this farm to find their perfect tree. That's it. Do not insult them by telling them that that's an ugly tree and you can't charge them for it. So, consequently, they come over. I told them how much it would be. They were tickled to death. We put it on their car. And they went home and enjoyed, hopefully, the most wonderful Christmas they can remember. You come here, you bring your family, bring your dog, your sleds if it's snowing, snowball fights. It's a lot of fun.